And we're joined tonight on No Rhyme, No Reason by our good friend Andy Plajanos. Welcome to
Hello.
I think it's episode 17 of No Rhyme, No Reason. Don't hold me to it. Could,
Almost legal.
could be 16, that's right. So close to being able to vote, you could taste it. But we're there. Anyway, before we get
But the
started, I
age of
want to.
consent is the most there.
That's true. Before we get
Oh,
rocking
just
and
kidding.
rolling, I want to talk to you a little bit about our buddies at teespring.com. That's TEE spring.com. Feel free to go on there and scroll down to the old browse button. Type in No Rhyme, No Reason. We got some cool stuff. We have beach towels. Why you would want a No Rhyme, No Reason beach towel, I have no idea. But we have them. We have masks. And evidently, these are the kind of masks that are good for shopping and protective features. They will not make you look any better. You'll still, if me and Bozy wear them, we'll still look hideous, but we'll have a mask on. We have shirts. There are coffee mugs. Ta-da! Anyway, teespring.com. Go down to the browse button. You can put in No Rhyme, No Reason and get your stuff. We also have cool stuff like phone cases.
Ooh.
Let's say you don't like No Rhyme, No Reason. Well, chances are you're not seeing this little blurb for Teespring anyway. But should you be watching us for this millisecond of the show just to hear about Teespring, you could also go to the browse button, put in Gov's Radio, and you'll find all the other cool shows. Chef Felix, Knock 'em Dead Comedy, Ashland, Limo Talk with our buddy Graz. Who else? Oh, Domestic Disturbance. And who am I missing? Cars and Comedy, Tom Galati, Zenkuda, Soul Space, everybody. Anyway, go to teespring.com.
.com. Oh,
There
sorry.
you go. .com. Anyway, how are you, Bose?
Oh my God! Listen. Do you notice how I preemptively put in what else can go wrong? I preemptively typed that for my name because all of a sudden work had to call me and they had to ask me. I don't know how to fix scales. I guess I throw parts at it, and if it works, it works. I don't know, but what else can go wrong? I was like, I came on. I was on time. I was on time today.
You are. Which I will defend you. I asked you. Oh, we have an unstable connection already, so this is good.
Oh, look at it! Look, he was able to put the clap sign.
Yeah. Anyway, you are on time, so kudos for that. And Andy, our buddy Andy, was on time as well. So let's say hi to Andy. How are you, bud?
I am fine, Rich. How are you?
Always a pleasure to hang with you, even virtually, because one day we will physically see each other again. And boy, will that
You
be
know what?
fun.
Hopefully not, Rich.
Yeah. Well, anyway, thanks for joining us, and we'll catch up with you again next week, sir.
So Andy's got to go.
Quick, Bo,
We'll be
shut him
right
down.
We'll be right back after these special messages.
Hey, guys, I just want to
Word
prepare
flow.
you real quick. I'm going to prepare you. There's a very high chance. The sky is pretty much black over my house right now. And since this
Is
show.
that listen? Don't be bringing up racist things already in the beginning of the show.
Okay. So there's a very good chance because of our high tech capabilities here that the internet will blurb for, let's call it a millisecond and knock us off the air. So we'll do
All
what we
weather
do.
matters, Rich.
We'll do what we do. Yeah, but that 7 people are going to be dramatically disappointed if we get knocked off the air.
Michael Zimmerman said it best. Oh shit! Andrew Plajanos is gonna steal the spotlight. Watch out, Jeff and Rich.
Don't worry, Bose. If the weather doesn't take us out, I have a kill button if he gets too cocky.
Oh, okay, good.
Because you know why? Because
You guys love the
fuck 'em,
cock.
that's why.
You guys love the cock. Stop it.
Oh yeah.
So what's new, man?
Nothing, man. Just like it's funny because I'm watching a lady with riding a bike flying around my house right now. The wind's starting to pick up over here in Kansas, so
And wait,
we'll see what happens.
You're way out east, right? So you're a good 45 miles from me.
Well, it's always funny, like with the saying out east, and a lot of that is relative. But if you look at the entirety of Long Island, the physical island, I am halfway out. So to call this out east is kind of funny to me.
It's the gang. It's the gang. It's the gang.
Hey, the
Nice.
guy in the middle,
Put 'em on.
Bozy, the guy in the
Put 'em
middle
on.
has the same brains as you.
Knows how my head is over his.
Yeah, it looks. You guys were.
That-
Is that your stunt double?
That guy's a chick, Rich.
Whatever.
And suddenly they went over there. But sometimes they go over there.
Whiskey.
Wow, I'm actually
Give
praying.
me
I'm actually
whiskey.
praying for weather disruption.
It's coming down now. I'm actually, because I can see out my back here. It is absolute torrential downpour.
Well, have
So,
you ever? I mean, in all seriousness, though, no matter how bad it is, you've never seen the rain go up, right? So we could agree that it coming down heavy is normal, right?
Hopefully. I was in North Dakota though, and the wind would blow so much there that the snow looked like it was going up.
What you were there in the winter?
3 winters I was there for. Yeah.
Give us a temperature. How bad?
The worst I ever saw with the wind chill was about 110 below.
Come on.
No,
Really?
I'm dead serious. It was only about 70 below, but the gusts were going up to like 50 miles an hour.
It was
So-
only 70.
Now, did you get to also go ahead and co-star on Ice Road Truckers?
Oh, see, that show came out so long after I was up there, but that
Oh.
place is crazy.
You were there for the Air
North
Force?
Dakota. First time it was ever. Yeah. We were 40 miles west or east of the geographical center of North America, so it would have taken a missile longer to get to us than any other military installation.
Why
So
would
you're
a missile?
safe.
Even a missile wouldn't want to go to that weather. Come on. That's too cold.
Correct. Even a missile has the sense not to fucking be there. Yeah.
110 below. Oof.
That was the worst. That only happened like once.
How many times do you need to experience that?
I mean, it was bad.
Wow.
Well, minus 70 was like when it was the actual temperature. And it's funny, you know how like Celsius always looks colder than
Fahrenheit.
Fahrenheit. At minus 40, they swap, and so Celsius becomes it's not that cold versus
Disinterested,
Fahrenheit's
yeah.
like, oh my god, it's minus 70, and then they're like, it's minus 60.
That's insane. Bose, what's the
It's
coldest
like,
you ever?
really?
Have you
are
ever
we
been anywhere
cutting-
that cold, Bose?
The only thing I've had was a minus 20. That's about it because, shortcomings, I'm Irish.
Well, there was that night I forgot the anniversary with the missus, and it was about that cold in the bed.
Oh, if
Hey,
go ahead.
try the veal.
I'm here all week. No, really. No comedy.
So it was cold as a witch's tit.
So,
Yes,
Andrew,
yes.
Andrew, sir, you were in the Air Force. So, first of all, we always thank
I was.
everyone for that because that's a real man's job and a real woman's job. That's not like it's almost as patriotic, I feel, as doing a Gov's radio show, right, Bose?
Pretty much.
Yeah,
Pretty much.
Yeah, and we
Becomes
do.
close second.
We
Close
do,
second.
we do deal with some tough weather. I mean, it's raining outside right now, so you can imagine
Yes.
how scary it is for us. But
Sometimes the traffic is bad.
right. But
Yeah.
do you miss being in the Air Force?
You know what? Like everything, I miss the people. I do miss the stupidity a little bit because, like, you at least it was completely. You could tell it was going to happen. Like you could predict everything that was going to happen job wise. But in the civilian world, people's feelings come into play and everything, which is ridiculous.
Feelings.
Free will.
Screw them and their feelings.
Who's got time for that?
My best friend from growing up here on the island was a Marine Corps sniper, and we both got out around the same time. And I remember because you have a hard time when you transition, like when you come back out.
I know about. Oh, sorry. I talked about something else. Go ahead.
There's a few people you could ask, but
For $70.
it's a lot of money. I'm just saying.
Okay.
You have to go to the doctor several times. But we were at a stoplight, and he was having a hard time with. And he actually said it out loud. He goes, if they all went when it fucking turned green, everybody took their foot off the brake at the same time, we could all start going. And I'm like, oh my God, you have to calm down.
And he had a rifle. This guy owned a rifle.
Yeah. No, he was a scout sniper for the Marine Corps. So,
wow.
So he was the fourth man on the grassy knoll.
He could have been. Probably
Wow.
would have been a better shot than Lee Harvey Oswald.
Now, are you still? So, are you a reserve now, or what is that? What happens when you?
No. And I would have actually all of my friends. I can't think there's anybody. They've all retired. Anybody that I've stayed in contact with, so they all did their 20. I would have been retired, but no, I had to get out after 8.
Well, 8 years of that, man. Kudos, because that's 8 more years than we've done, and.
Yeah, but 12 more years. If I just kind of hung around for 12 more years, I would have had a pension.
12, that's a lot of years. 12 more years. So. You'd also.
And that's what I
be a virgin and no kids, and you'd be unmarried, and
Well, yeah. In the old, I used to tell people when they were like, "Oh, why don't you just stay in?" I'd say, "Well, you don't get those years back on the other side.
Right.
Like there's no, you don't get." And I really just wanted to be home. Come back to Long Island.
So
great
I got a question for you. One of my favorite movies of all time, Shawshank. And when the guy leaves after all that time, they say, "Oh, Brooks was an institutionalized man." When you got out after 8 years, you were how old now? What, 26, 27?
I was 26. Yeah.
Yeah. So you're 26 years old. You get out. Were you like, someone tell me what to do? Like, I don't know what's going on. Were you institutionalized?
Yeah. You would not believe how long I spent spinning tires, like getting jobs. Like my favorite. It's one of my favorite jobs I've ever had. I worked in the copy center of Office Max, and it was great because I got to meet Mick Foley.
Okay.
The first time I met Mick Foley was. Well, no, he had just written his second book, and I was at the Office Max that's now a Staples across from the Smith Haven Mall, and he came in and he's like, "Hey," I was really swamped. He's like, "Hey, I need to get this out to my publisher tonight. Can you work it in?" And I was like, "Oh, yes, Mr. Foley. I think we could probably do something for you." He gave me his cell phone number, and he said, "I'm going to take my daughter over to the mall. Could you give me a call when it's done?" I'm like, "Absolutely." So I just pushed everything out of the way and copied his.
3 people lost their house from foreclosure documents.
Yeah, I'm like,
all kinds of shit out of the way.
No. Yeah. This is like my hero. There's no way. So I copied his, and then I called him like, "Mr. Foley, this is Andrew over at Copy Max at Office Max." Oh yeah, and he was like surprised because like literally it was like 15 minutes later. It's like, "Oh hey," I'm like, "Yeah, I was able to move some stuff around, sir. So if you want to come back over," and then of course I threw out his phone number.
You should have.
Yeah,
when he came back, you should have hit him with a folding chair and really scrap. That would have been interesting, just to get him fired up.
Yeah, spread some tacks around out in the.
You lost his number?
Supply.
How do you lose Mick Foley's number?
No, I threw it out. I was like, I'm a principled military man. Throwing this number out rather than selling it.
Now, my main question is, did you actually use that voice while talking on the phone?
I absolutely did.
You got the whole like, "Why, hello there. I am."
More like think Pee Wee Herman in Pee Wee's Big Adventure at the end. "Paging Mr. Herbert. Mr. Herbert, you have a call at the courtesy desk." Yeah, it was kind of like that.
I would have pegged you for, "The copies are done, and I know you are." I meant to do that.
That's
Mr. Foley, your book is done.
Yeah.
You can pick it up now.
That's awesome. And then you could have done the tall dance on the copier and just got him going.
Yeah. No. I say we let him go. my favorite line in that movie.
I just trade him.
So did you as a Air Force guy, did you have a like were you an Iceman or a Maverick or any of those? Did you have a cool name?
Yo, they actually, because they called me Silent Andy because when I got drunk, I wouldn't shut up.
Silent Andy.
Yeah.
Really?
Well, and then I got to Korea, and everybody kind of had a nickname. I didn't. And then this guy from Kansas, whose name was Andy, also showed up, and we called him Tall, Skinny, White Andy.
Jesus Christ.
And he was hanging out with my group of friends for a long enough time that one of them turned to me. We were hammered one night. Every night, it could have been any night. And he looks at me and goes, you know what, man, it's fucked up that he has a name and you don't. Like, you don't get to be like what we define Andy's off of. So they started calling me Fat Andy at that point.
I thought, now, just quick question. Was that the pinnacle point? And it's a burning question in everyone's head. Was that the pinnacle point you decided to go ahead and grow the stash and tea and go ahead and rock that for the rest of your life?
No, well, the mustache, we used to grow deployment mustaches. So when you got deployed somewhere, you grow a mustache to get the like nastiest looking stash you could, and we'd shave our heads, nasty stash, because nobody wanted to look at us.
And you kept it. Nice.
Well, no, I got out. I was clean shaven for many years. I grew a goatee for a while. Then when I first started doing comedy about 3 years ago, I grew a giant beard. So I had a big gray beard for a couple of years. And then that had to go. And then I just left the mustache because I'm like, you know what? I need something to hold on to when I'm crying. Catch the tears to hydrate me later.
Something to hold on to.
Yeah. So at first I wanted to be real hipster, but it's just kind of become a Tom Selleck thing now.
So your call name, your code name was Silent Andy. It's a lot different than Iceman or Maverick or Goose, you know?
Yeah, well, we didn't really have because I was enlisted, we didn't have like call names. I mean, most of the people were going around calling me Sergeant Plajanos. You know what I'm saying? Or just Sergeant. Like, that's, but it was just my friends who did that.
Silent Andy.
And it was because we almost got in a huge fight with these guys from Spangdahlem Air Base, and that's in Germany, but we were in Spain on a deployment, and we've gotten this huge ping pong tournament. And I just talked all this shit, and I was killing everybody. I was beating all comers.
Was that your Forrest Gump moment?
Yes, pretty much.
Okay.
I was playing. And I just started talking all this shit to these guys because we were getting hammered. And they were like, "Oh man, you need to be quiet, man." Yeah, somebody said something about silent, and of course, Clerks Mallrats had just come out. I guess.
Yeah.
So.
Wow. Well, does anyone call you Silent Andy anymore?
No. I don't think I really I've never really had a nickname. Well, it used to be my opener to be like, my name's Andy Plajanos. Plajanos is a really hard name. It's Greek to everybody. And I always wish I had like a normal name so I could get like a good nickname. Like, hey, Sully, throw me the ball. Hey, nice hit, Jonesy. And my friends started off, they called me Plag. Okay. But as we all got older and we started learning more and more about ourselves and our bodies, it started changing. They'd be like, hey, Plagina.
Oh, God.
And so, nice hit, Plagina. And my mother, after a football game once, was like, what were they calling you out there?
Plagina.
I'm like, Mom, could you just drive?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I had a friend who started calling me Drew, which was weird because everybody's always called me Andy as the shortening. And I asked him one day, I'm like, hey, man, why are you doing that? He said, well, I'm trying to work it up so that I can call you Drewshbag.
Oh.
So that's my name, Drewshbag Plagina.
So you basically went into the Air Force to escape these childhood names that you were being abused, but you didn't even want to go. You left. You abandoned ship.
This persecution, yeah.
Nice. 8 years though. You doubled down really well on it. You stayed away from all this abuse. Nice.
Yeah, no, it was a good time to be away too.
Bose, did you have a nickname?
Those are things I can't own up to and share at this moment.
Oh, sure you can.
I've had several. I've had several.
Let's hear 'em.
Oh, oh no, not for everybody's ears. Listen.
There's
Oh wait,
nine,
I can share
there's
this
nine
one. I can
people
share this one.
listening. You got
That'd be
Okay.
a good one.
I can share this one. They called me Big Red. I kind of like that one.
They called you Big Red.
Yes,
What
because all
else?
I would do is sell Big Red gum to like everybody when I before I went to junior high school. I would go stop at the candy store, and then I would buy like a whole bunch because the old lady in the thing would like just sell them for nothing, and then I would be making a markup on it, and I would go ahead and like I would be like, hey, I got some Big Red. And then everybody would like throw 50 cents, $1 or whatever, because everybody in junior high school wanted to be minty fresh breath or whatever it was. And I was like,
Right.
all right. And then for some reason other people caught on, like, the principal, and I had to stop selling it. So,
You got it. That's where you got it. Like prison, you got to cut them in with free packs. You got to,
Well, you really narrowly missed a really cool nickname of the Candyman.
no, don't want that.
Well, what were the other ones, Bose?
Oh, there was so many, but let's just, what was yours, Rich?
I told
Yeah,
listen, mine is terrible because I told you I have a twin sister, and growing up, in our era, my twin sister's name is Tracy, so we got called Dick Tracy. Not good, just not good.
Wow.
Yeah. So, funny story though. As a teen, I worked in a supermarket, and my neighbor, our next door neighbor, older gentleman. No, nobody our age called anybody named Rich or Richard Dick. No one did, right? Old timers did it. You do, but not normally. But so this guy walks in to the supermarket on a Saturday. You can't make it up. And back then, I don't know if you remember when you were a kid and you went to the supermarket. There wasn't a supermarket in every corner of town. There was like one in each town, so they were crowded all the time. Fully packed supermarket. I'm standing up front with all the guys. I was in charge of like the part-timers. I'm standing up there. It's a Saturday, dead quiet. The guy walks in. It was like a scene from the Wild West when a guy walks into saloon doors and every head turns and just looks at the guy. And the guy just looks right at me and goes, raises his hand, waves and goes, "Hey, Dick!" Just like that. Like, yeah, you don't live that down.
Yeah, I mean, I love how Rich is trying to get like some of my most embarrassing nicknames out there. Meanwhile, you got people like, Saliani, Rizzuti that are watching, and probably Sil, and then you two bozos.
So, Bose,
Yeah.
what'd they call you?
Well, they made fun of their last name. They was like, they called me Bozo. That was about it.
I was
Jeffrey-
gonna say that's low hanging fruit right
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, that was about it. It was the third grade,
Yeah.
and but what was most embarrassing is that the whole class chanted it when there was a substitute.
The third
So
graders
that
are
really
chanting
boosts
Bozo?
my ego. They were, Jeffrey Bozo, Jeffrey Bozo, and I was like, I think I just learned what suicide means right now.
And it must have been
We
tough.
are
'cause-
we are on the fourth floor. I don't think I'll make it if I jump out of this building.
Was that your third or fourth time in third grade when that happened?
Oh no! Listen. I will admit I do have some educational level as someone else that we previously mentioned earlier. I majored in high school for 6 years.
What was your nickname in high school?
We don't have to discuss that.
Damn it.
We really don't. We really don't have to discuss that. But how about this? How about this? What I will do is I'll leave it for you guys to do some homework and find out. I do say the name in one of my jokes.
Oh, interesting.
Wow.
You know what? Because I
Now-
can't make
now-
it through. Jeff, I can't make it through your set. So
I
don't
know,
if I'm
neither can
gonna do
I.
well.
Neither can I. So the whole thing is you would have to sit there and torture yourself listening to my
There isn't a
crap.
person on Long Island who knows this nickname now.
Exactly. There is one person, and I went to high school with him, and I still keep in contact. And thank God he does not watch this show.
Wow. Okay.
So
But you know what? This is actually because this better getting to know thing. I think isn't this a good segue?
oh, I think it
into
is.
What we were just talking about
Sure.
Yeah.
earlier. So, all right. Well, so I'm a huge fan of like podcasts in general, on Govs particularly. You get to know a lot about the different things going on and different comedians and whatnot, but we never get to find out about the hosts very much. So I decided
And rightfully,
to do this thing.
and rightfully so, you shouldn't.
Well, that's going to change right now
Okay.
because right now we've got Welcome to the Newly Host Game, starring Andy Plagano.
By the way, that
Today
sign,
on the Newly Host Game,
that sign
the
is
boys
as high
from
tech
No
as the
Rhyme,
rest of
No
our show.
Reason, Richie Rada and Jeffrey Bosey.
Woo!
The Newly Host Game, where the audience learns what they don't care. There we go. So here we are. So now the studio audience doesn't know that what we did was I sent them both questions about each other, different questions, so that it's not going to be the same thing.
Oh shit!
And what we're going to find out is how much Rich knows about Jeff and how much Jeff knows about Rich. It's kind of the newlywed game. So I flipped a coin before we started filming.
Two-headed.
And the first
Now,
person-
where did you put it though? After it flipped?
A gentleman never tells.
Okay.
So what I did was I put it back in my pocket.
Okay, good.
So I'm going to start off by asking Jeff. Now, these are questions I asked Rich about Jeff. And let's see if Jeff can guess what Rich said. Okay? So I asked Rich, what did Bosey wear the first time you did your show? So, Bosey, what did you wear the first time, or what do you think Rich would have said?
One of my work shirts.
Oh, jeez. I had a...
But
I'm sorry, what was that?
my work shirt.
Okay. It says black button down, but probably a dirty shirt.
Were you imagining another man that day?
What color is your work shirt?
dressing? They're either between blue and I don't know, gray and orange.
All right. I mean, blue, gray, black. Come on. Don't be racist.
Like, yeah. See,
All right. Hey, you know what, Jeff? We'll get him back. We'll get him back. And
Okay.
actually,
Okay.
I want to go on record. I have $1 American says that if you go back to our first show in May, right?
Yes.
He is wearing a button-down, dark-colored shirt.
Okay, we're gonna have to go to the video.
I was, you know, it's funny because I was going to do that, but I decided not to because I wanted to stay awake.
Oh,
So, okay, so Rich, this is a question I asked Jeff, so you need to answer it. What you think Jeff would have said? Who is your embarrassing crush?
well, how Bosey would answer it or how I would answer it?
Either or, whatever you think is going to score you the points.
Wow, Bosey, you stumped me. Mike Keegan.
Let's see what
so
that
close.
was.
I was.
Oh, no, sorry. He said Paula Poundstone.
You know what? She's in the top million.
Okay.
Paula Poundstone.
So, now,
Brr.
Jeff,
Yes.
who out of the two of you is the better kisser?
Rich. Or Rich.
He said Keegan says Bosey.
Oh, god damn it.
I mean,
I love that you have all these toys in your house to push.
yeah, what? Bose, we got nothing. We don't even have a sound machine except for a barking
Well,
dog.
listen. You time to up the game and shed some dollars on that sound machine because look, Saliani goes ahead and pushes a button and it's like, "Excuse me," or the other one's like, "You are fake news."
He's got $13 million of sound equipment. We're on a freaking laptop with an old Zoom camera.
Well, this is my, you know what? I'll show you my setup here just for a second.
Wait,
So,
whoa. Zoom, are you wearing pants?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. So
Yeah.
I got my Surface Pro right here, and here's the books that the phone is sitting on.
Nice.
So really, it's just all I did was like literally it takes 3 minutes. This is actually, by the way, guys, me being on here, it's an intervention by the rest of Govs. No, I'm like. So let's see. All right. Okay. I'm asking Bozy. Number 2. Let's go.
Real quick, Tim says that you should be hosting the show.
Well, I'm just taking the reins for a short period so that we can get to know you guys.
You know
a
what?
little bit better.
Let me just interrupt you there. Who's Tim? Who are we talking about? Who's this Tim?
I don't know. This guy that lives out east and he has like that big burly beard and he wears a skirt.
Do they have a show on tonight?
No.
Right.
No, they don't.
Next
No.
question. Next question.
Exactly.
They were afraid of a little lightning.
Yeah, probably.
All right. So, Bozy,
Yes.
what is? Oh no, is it? No. I'm asking Rich.
Okay.
Rich, what is your star sign?
My star?
What
You mean my
is
horoscope?
your
figure?
star sign? Huh?
When you say star sign, you mean my astrology?
Yeah, like astrological.
I am a Pisces.
What do you think he would have? I'm trying to help you here. What do you think he would have said?
Oh, he would have said asshole or something. He would have said my star sign is
He said
pentagram. You dick.
it was a pentagram. A pentagram. So far, nobody's got any points for anybody who's scoring at
Wow.
home. If you're still awake,
Wow.
I'm sure somebody's trying to get their life alert to work, but the signal's being interfered with by the bandwidth they're wasting by watching the show.
Waste is a strong word.
Okay. So to interject here, someone did a little searching for us, and Danielle Asher of Ashland
Wednesdays, 11 to 1.
confirmed it was a black shirt.
Oh wow! But that's
Yeah.
not what the answer was. You did not give that answer, so you guys suck.
I want
What was
$1 though. That's all that counts.
He said. Wait,
Yeah. But it's like the newlywed game.
Yeah,
You're
but
both
you got it
trying to
wrong.
match answers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh. See, now he's pointing fingers. Was
Andy,
it dirty though?
Andy, this is why this relationship doesn't work. You see, I can't talk to him.
It's like those people that always talk to somebody through you. Like I always go golfing with these two guys, and they're always like, "Let me tell you about this guy, what he did the other day." And I'm like I'll actually turn around and stand there with my back to them while they start doing this, because all they want to do is complain about each other, but they'll use me to complain about the other.
You don't need me for that one. Yeah.
Right? Yeah. So I'm like, all right, whatever. All right. So here, Jeff.
Yes.
What is your weirdest quirk?
Oh, I remember what I put for this.
You're gonna have to get an answer in.
Showing up late. Wait, a quirk like what? Wait, get.
He tells jokes.
Oh, shut the
without
fuck up!
punchlines.
God damn you! Kiss my ass! Kiss it! Kiss it! Pucker up and kiss it! Really?
I thought
God
this was
damn
gonna
you!
bring I thought this was going to bring you guys closer together.
That's it. Potatoes, you got a new co-host.
That worked better than we thought, Andy.
All right. Hey, yeah. Wow. That was actually it was super easy. Wow. All right. So, Rich, who said let's do a show together first? You were Bozy. Who said let's
Bozy.
do a show together? Is that's your final answer?
Yes.
What'd he say?
What?
Did you like you said? No, yeah, no. You said like we should do a show together. I was like, okay, fine.
Not how it worked.
Well, we both went to each other and like said cornholed and said like you know.
You suck.
I love this. This is it's tearing you apart.
I mean, are we even doing a show together based on these answers?
I don't know. I don't know.
Is your name even Rich?
Yeah. Who are
What
you?
else could listen? What else can go wrong?
Who
Come on.
are you?
Okay, here we go. Jeff,
Yes.
I think this is like a kind of a slam dunk one, I think.
Yeah. So you think that's the problem?
I think you're gonna. Who out of the two of you is neater? Which one of you?
Rich. All day Rich. All day. That guy is so anal retentive, especially when he has all his little cue cards on fucking chicken sandwiches. Yeah, it's Rich. All right. High five.
You did it.
Okay.
Got one right. You guys got one right.
They can't break us apart, Bozy. They can't break us apart.
All right, what are we up to? Number
Oh,
4.
man.
Okay. Rich, which of you is the better cook?
Me.
Which of you is the better cook?
Me.
See, I think we're into the we're definitely into the softball. Got that right. That's
You're talking
two right.
about Captain DiGiorno over there. Come on.
You got both of those right. Nice. We're on a roll. Let's see if we can keep this train
Not
rolling.
happening.
We can patch
Not
things
happening.
up.
A special request from Mr. Goonan.
By the
Can
way,
Andy-
Mr. Goonan will be joining us next week on No Rhyme, No Reason. Very excited.
Nice.
Can Andy twirl his mustache and laugh like an evil villain?
Is that good enough?
I think you nailed it. You nailed it.
All
You
right.
got the part. You could be Jafar.
Andy,
See-
who was the guy from, was it Dick Dastardly? What was the guy? Remember the cartoon guy?
Snidely Whiplash.
Snidely Whiplash, right. That's it. Yep.
Wait, didn't he
That
have
was
the
from
dog
the Dudley
Muttley? The dog Muttley?
That
Muttley.
was
Dudley Do-Right? No?
Yeah.
No, it was one where
No.
where he laughs like this, like. Yeah,
Like
that
the
one.
guy from the smoking commercial. Yeah.
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 Yeah, now Muttley would have like half the jaw missing. I
Yes.
wish somebody had told me when I was a puppy.
He's over there with the
I wish somebody had told me when I was a puppy. That's what it would sound more like.
Oh, man.
All right. Well, let's keep this train a rolling.
Oh, it's a trade, okay.
So now I'm asking Jeff. Jeff, who's more scared of spiders?
I'll say me. I'll say me. I'll say me. I'll say me. I'll say me.
Oh, I was giving you credit on this one.
He actually said neither are, but Rich jumped on the grenade because of your machismo. He didn't want to damage your white fragility.
You know, same thing. You know, that's the whole thing. I didn't want to. I didn't want to be the bitch in the relationship.
Look at this. You guys care too much about each other. Too much. Too much.
We could be the new dynamically gay duo.
You
Yeah, well, we don't want
incomplete
to. Let's not talk too much about feelings here, guys. This is an Ashland. I missed what Rich said because of the Zoom
I
thing.
said you incomplete me. So,
That's fucking genius. See, if you guys had drops, that would be a great drop. Okay, so Rich, which Disney character would Jeff say you are most like? Which Disney character is Rich most like?
See, now this is going to be a problem because he's not up to date because all his kids are old and out the house.
I'm going to go with the snowman from Frozen. I have no idea.
Boy, we were doing so good.
What the hell is Zootopia?
See, he's not up to date with it.
Is that a real
He's a
Disney show?
fox.
Zootopia?
Yeah, no, it's a good one. My
Who's
kids love
Nick
it.
Wilde? I need to know who Nick Wilde is.
He's a snarky, smart-ass, underhanded fox.
Jason Bateman plays him. That should probably tell you enough.
Okay. Kudos, then. I accept.
Okay, good. Cheers.
No, look at that. See, we were able to wrestle some mediocrity from the mediocrity.
Yes, we we were able to steal something unfunny from funny. Look how we did that.
Maybe we'll put in some puns.
Snatch unfunny
No.
from the jaws of
Leave the punchlines out. You
Okay,
quirky
fine.
bastard.
Yeah. Why start now? All right. So then this should be a softball too. What is, Jeff, what is your worst habit? What would Rich say is your worst habit?
My worst habit.
And by the way, softball might have been one of his nicknames in high school.
That's the nickname of his wife has for him now.
Wait, repeat the question. Repeat the question.
What is your worst habit, or
My
what would
worst
Rich
habit?
think your worst habit is?
It's a softball.
Being late. I'm going to sit there and lean on being late.
God, this was so easy.
No. Really? I thought it would have been like anal or something.
Too much anal.
He said
That's
habit.
like
not,
being-
he said habit, not hobby.
Yeah,
No.
that's like having too much fun, too much anal.
Anal. It's not anal for you. It's just Wednesday.
All right, this I don't know. Now I don't know. I think some of these are softballs, some of them aren't. All right, Jeff.
Oh, wait, hold on.
what
I
is
love
Rich's-
this. I love this. Okay, so far on the dating game, we found out that Bozy is messy, can't cook, and is afraid of spiders. Please now choose your bachelor. Thank you, Gina. Thank you.
Who wrote that?
Miss Gina Kajemi-Govin.
Oh, hey, Gina.
Hey, Gina.
So I like the fact there's nothing on Rich. Rich is like the A-lister of like, let's quickly go in the corner and bang him because he's the hot one. And Jeff's the poor schmucky, homeless slob.
Being the hot one on this show is like being the tallest midget.
That's true.
There's just no cred there.
Regular person.
Yeah.
Oh, and then
right.
Charles Goonan throws in Jeff's worst habit is forcing smiles. But go ahead.
Ooh.
Politeness.
Yeah.
All right, Rich. What is? Right. No. This is to Jeff. How did I screw this up?
Well, because I interjected too quickly and too
You're
much.
reading this like Melania's speech. Come on.
All right, because I'm actually asking Rich. I'm sorry, Rich. What is the pet name you have for Jeff? What is the pet name you have for Jeff?
I only call him Bozy.
Ooh, I thought this was a softball. I thought this was
See?
a softball.
You see?
No, wait a minute. In fairness, that's not your pet name. I said you should get that as a tattoo.
Oh, okay.
It's different.
Okay.
That should be your label.
Yeah, right. The big,
Alright.
no, you're not an adulterer, but you should get the Pazuzu loser.
Wait, hold on. We have listen. I have a bonus question that I have to read out when you're ready, Andy. There's a bonus
You want to
question.
do it at the end, or do you want to? You can do it now if you want.
Okay,
That's-
before the okay.
Oh, is that
Jeff-
Saliati?
Yes,
Jesus Christ.
Jeff. This question is for both me and Rich. When you're done making whoopee together, who would you say is the more giving lover?
You know
Andy,
what?
how about you answer that
Yeah,
one?
you know what? Let me start the answer to that one.
Okay.
Tim should know this because he's the one who films it, right? So, why is he asking us?
Well, I don't think I think he turns away when one of us says I'm about to finish.
Turns away. He covers his eyes. The answer is Bozy.
They're both equally selfish lovers.
That's right.
They
Right.
come every time,
Right. We
All right.
masturbate in separate corners of the room
but maintain eye contact the entire time.
because that's
It's
not
really
awkward.
creepy.
Oh,
Hey, put on the Yoko Ono album and let's get it on. So, okay, I'm asking Jeff.
Yes.
Jeff, what would Rich say is the thing you'd most likely end up in jail for? What is the thing Rich would say you are most likely to end up in jail for?
Revisiting a Chuck E. Cheese.
Oh, that would have been a good one.
That's a good one. That's being the getaway driver because Bozy would most likely be trying to help someone out.
Okay.
You know,
okay.
he's a good guy.
That's like giving your strength is like your weakness. In like a job interview, like, what's your biggest weakness? I care too much.
Plus the fact
That's
that
exactly-
the cops would be driving a high performance Charger and he'd be driving a 22-foot truck, trying to get somewhere
Boom, boom.
with the AM radio on. Me me.
All right, so I'm asking Rich, number 7. Rich, what is the thing you most likely go viral for? Rich, what would Jeff say is the thing you're most likely to go viral for?
Viral, like insane, like that kind of craze. Viral.
Yes. I don't think you're gonna get it, so say anything.
Bad pizza.
Touching others in a good way.
Whoa, wrong answer to that wrong question.
Oh, was it?
Yes.
Oh, all right. Well, I don't want to. Okay, it was his love for Crazy Republicans, which also is.
Yeah, it's true. And,
Sorry, we're going to skip over 8. We're not going to do 8, which
Yeah.
this is going long anyway. All right, and I will skip over.
Let's do one
of
last
these.
question.
Okay, let's
I am
see.
exhausted.
Okay, so one last question for each of you. Yeah, or yes.
Go ahead.
I'll ask Jeff or I'll ask Rich the last one. So Jeff,
Yes.
what would Rich say is your favorite pizza topping? My daughters
Anything-
thought this was hilarious, so.
Wait. Oh, so it's an actual topping.
Could be.
Boss, we got to get some theme music. This is
Hey,
intense.
it's either two that my answer is either A, cotton candy, or B, anything is acceptable as long as it's not on the side.
Oh no.
And I'm going to have to say no. No. What he said was another slice of pizza. It is hard to watch, but Rich doesn't judge.
Yeah, that's right.
Rich says sausage because, well,
Oh, damn you. Really? Really? I'm taking the sausage in the mouth? Really?
Which is odd because usually people ask for it sliced on their pizza.
and so
Oh, my
Rich,
God.
I'm going to end with the last question I asked Jeff, which was, what celebrity couple are you most like?
What's what?
What would Jeff say is the celebrity couple you guys are most like?
Bert and Ernie?
While that is completely true. All right, well, you guys, thank you so much for playing the newly host game starring Andy Plagenos. Let's give a big round of applause to Richie Rada and Jeffrey Bozy for joining us.
And
Remember to spay and neuter your spouses.
what we've learned today is that after 17 weeks of doing the show and friends before that, we know absolutely nothing about each other. Except
No, you know like 3 things about each other.
Except that me and Andy have a job to do, which is to pay attention at your next performance so we can find out this nickname.
Somebody, I will pay somebody, maybe 50 cents if they can tell me.
Was it Toffee Buns?
No, it wasn't.
Damn it. All right.
Oh, my Lord. Well, that was exciting. Thank you, Andy. We do.
Hey, no,
appreciate
thank
it.
you.
That was-
Thank you guys for having me on. It's
Jeff's,
super appreciated.
Gooden says Jeff's favorite pizza topping is regret.
pretty much hit the nail on the head right there. So, oh my God. Yeah, this has been. I didn't even get. I'm so happy from this. I don't even want to go in through my rants today.
Hey, wait,
You-
hold your rant for 30 seconds before we go. Real quick. Hey guys, we love that everybody tunes in, and we're shocked. It's been 4 months, and we're still doing this. I think obviously because the studio's closed and they can't take our computers away from home. So we appreciate everybody watching. No rhyme, no reason. But we would love to tell you a little bit about all the other great shows on Gov's Radio, and you really should tune in because, quite frankly, they're really damn good. During the daytime, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, you get Sally O'Neill and Tony Walker doing Knock 'em Dead comedy. Right now, it's just them sitting in this empty, lowly studio. Sort of looks like Bosie's backdrop. It's
Oh my
just,
God, they've been at his mother's apartment.
yeah, two better-looking people, unfortunately. So they're not on Wednesday,
Desolate
though.
place.
They're not on Wednesday because our buddies Eric Shevlin and Danielle Asher do
Ashland!
Ashland, which we still believe was going to be called Land Ash, and there was a big fight, but we're not going to get in the middle of that. But anyway, 11 to 1 on
Hey, and all
Wednesdays.
you Ash likers, make sure you watch.
Exactly.
There's
Anyway,
nothing like an Ash liker.
Monday through Sunday, Sunday through Saturday, whatever you want to say. There's a lot of great shows on in the evening. Monday night, you got Steve and Steve, two Steves, Steve and Emily, the Steve Show, whatever it is. Tuesdays, you got us, and typically after us, you got my favorite. You got Domestic Disturbance with Mike Keegan, Carla Okerson, and Tim Saliani. Domestic Disturbance, great show, a lot of laughs, really funny. Thursday nights, you have our buddy Anthony Grazadeh with Bobby Inns and Richie doing Limo Talk.
And don't forget about the other 13 other people that are surprise guests.
The who?
The other 13 people that are surprise guests on Limo Tour.
Yes, but anyway, Graz's show. A lot of good sports stuff, a lot of funny stuff. They'll go back and forth and annoy the shit out of each other. Fridays, you get some different stuff. You get a little Domestic Disturbance. You get Tim Saliani's show sometimes. He does Shut Up Stupid, which has been phenomenal.
Yes.
Saturdays,
Very funny.
Great show.
Saturdays, you get the show that Jeff Bosie claimed the title in. What was the one you won, Bosie? Oh, no, sorry, wrong guy.
Exactly,
Pazuzu.
exactly.
Put up, shut up, stand up, put up, stand up, shut up, whatever the hell it is. Benny Rizzuti
I
and
also
buddy
did
Don
not
Sill.
win.
And you got Tom Galati with Cars and Comedy, and you got Zenkuda Soul Space, and you got Jam, Acoustic Mondays, right, with Joe DJ
Yes.
Zoo. Anyway,
Yes.
govsradio.com.
Listen, do me a favor. For the 9 people that took the time to tolerate looking at, like, definitely me and Rich, and then we had the courtesy of having Plagianos with us, do us a favor. You're watching. You're not doing anything.
Are they?
Share.
Are they
Hit
really?
the share.
Are
Well,
they
they're probably
I
masturbating
didn't
looking
either.
at his mustache. Hit the share button. Hit the like button. Follow. Subscribe. Go on YouTube. Go on Facebook. But just share. That's all you do. It's so simple. Like,
And please, if you're watching and you're sharing, I encourage you to tell all your friends to inbox Jeff Bosie and message him and ask what his high school nickname was. We want the truth. We deserve the truth. We can handle the truth.
I forget which show. I believe it was on Ashland. We were trying to make sure people did not send pictures of their buttholes to Jeff through email.
Yeah, we don't want you
Not-
under any circumstances to send
Stop
pictures
doing
of
that,
your
you
butthole to
guys.
Jeff. Ever.
I think it actually is illegal, but from what I understand, you're not supposed
No,
to
it's
do
not
that.
illegal if it's your own butthole.
Oh, see, now I did not know that. That's
You
why I
worked-
got in a lot of
You
trouble.
worked at a copier place. Come on, like you didn't do your butthole? Who are you kidding?
It's around.
Yeah.
That's
That's the real reason you don't have Foley's phone number.
And actually, like, kind of its ghost is on a lot of, like, papers that people handed in when they were in college at Stony Brook. Because, it's not like you could just wipe that off of that glass and it comes right off.
Nice.
Listen.
Hey guys, we got a few minutes and I want Bosie to do his rant, but I also, Bose, after you're done, unless your rant is about this, because I'm never privy to this, but I also
Go ahead.
wanted to talk real quick about the, the comedy shutdown right
Go.
now and the
Go.
lockout. So is that part of your rant, Bose?
Go ahead. You start it.
Well, anyway, over the weekend, a lot of people in the comedy world got together. I was not able to make it, and quite frankly, I'm trying to avoid going around big crowds right now because of try to stay in the good graces of being able to see my mother at a nursing home and if you go near anybody and you got a temperature, you're screwed. But anyway, people came out. You were there, right? There was a big crowd at Gov's in Levittown, behind Gov's
Yes.
Levittown. And
Yes.
people, listen, there was a couple of politicians there and the owners as well. And, look, bottom line is, there's a lot of things open and there's a lot of things that aren't open. And for some ungodly reason, specifically a place like Governor's, which has gone the extra mile of having, sanitary stuff and social distancing and doing it the right way. And comedy's pretty much shut down. So
Listen, if this man, listen, this idiot, this self-indulged moron, and I'm not even going to dabble into his nipple rings because everybody else is already. But the problem is like you can't cock tease us with having places open up and do the bare minimal just to get by, and then go, I don't think I want anything open, blah, blah, blah. We're going to talk about the numbers. The numbers are low. And it's the most that we've seen all week. Riots are up. Gun violence is up. That's good. That's good. But I definitely want to see everybody separated, not gathering. Gyms are okay. You could send your children to school. I found out in my district that at least 90% are going to go ahead and they're going to go in. And
Wow.
that's okay.
90.
Yeah, 90%. And I was like, so the most disgusting human beings on the world, which are children, because they pick their nose and spit and drool and don't know how to like clean up after one another. It's okay to send those trolls to mingle and gather and then bring the germs back. Okay. Listen, a school is a cesspool of germs. That's all it is. So now you go ahead and now we open up the gyms where people are all getting sweaty, nasty, and hacking, going.
Now, who told you about this gym thing? Because I know you've never been in one.
I passed them, especially when the workout class is going and the girls are like doing with the ball. So, nevertheless, it's not about that. The problem is like when you have a place that's set up primarily for comedy. I mean, like there are the secret shows, but nevertheless, when you have a place that's set up and they go above and beyond and they spent thousands of dollars that they weren't making while they were closed. They spent it to go by this man's rules, and then he goes, "Nah, go fuck yourself." I was like, since when did he become the Gandolfini of choosing what to open and where to make people essential? Just make it all, like I said, put your things in place, have 30% capacity here, have people start going to work here. Because I can tell you something, each day that I drive my normal route, I get to see places that are like, business for sale, we're closed, see you later. Everything's up and closing and disappearing. Thank you so much, Mayor. You could have gone ahead and gone the extra mile. And listen, I'm not going to just blame him. We'll blame all the other morons that go ahead and still can't come up with a cure. We can go to the fucking moon. Thank you, Elon Musk, you useless piece of shit. But we can't come up with a goddamn cure right about now. It's been how long, Rich? How long?
8
We're
months.
working on what? 8 months. 8 months, and we can't find a fucking cure? What are we making? Another fucking flavor of ketchup and Doritos? Have we solved that one yet? Thank you.
McDonald's is coming out with spicy nuggets.
Oh, shut up.
Andy,
That's my rant.
Andy, before we get thrown off the air in about a minute and a half, what's your thoughts on the comedy shutdown?
It sucks.
Well said, my friend. Well said.
I wish it wasn't.
Silent
Actually
Andy
gonna be
chipping
doing
in
a-
with his it sucks.
We're actually doing a backyard show at Billy Geyer's house on Saturday. So if you're cool enough to get an invite, maybe I'll see you.
Cool. Well, listen,
We have one more. We have one more minute. I know we have one more minute because I'm looking at the clock. I'm looking at it. I would like quickly, Andy, to talk about his contributions to Project 9 lineup.
Well,
Real brief. Yeah.
So Project 9 Line is a organization that helps veterans kind of transition back into civilian life using the arts. And part of that is the Veterans Comedy Assault with some great guys like Tugboat Manny, John Rago, Art Schill, Sidney Lin. Like there's a lot of really great guys. And,
Art was in what, World War I or the Civil War?
I believe it was the 7 Years War, which was a long time ago. No, 100 Years War. That's it. I knew it was a number. There was a number in there. 100 Years War between France and England. But what we go around, like there's a class that's taught if you're interested, if you want to put a vet in contact with. There are music classes. There is a comedy class. There's all sorts of things, but it's project9line.org, I believe, or just Google Project 9line with the number 9, and you should be able to find it.
That's
a lot
awesome.
of great people doing a lot of great things.
That's awesome.
Thank
Well,
you.
kudos,
Thank you.
man.
Thank you very much, Andrew Plajanos, for joining us. Thank you very much for dabbling us with your game show and all your insights on everything. It's always a pleasure seeing you, my friend.
This is better than the trivia game. I think you both came out looking better than you would have looked in a trivia game.
Well,
Thank you.
I don't know. It depends what the topics were, but yeah, right. Yeah.
But thank you guys. I truly can't wait until we can hang out again. We have
Yeah,
a really good time.
absolutely, buddy. We appreciate you coming on. Thanks for your service and your sacrifice you made, and thank you for your game show.
And that's a wrap. Have a great night, everybody. See you next week, next Tuesday, 6:30 to
Charles
7:30.
Goonan.
No reason. No,
Next
yes,
week.
Charles Goonan. Check him out. He'll be
Take
on
it
next
easy.
week.
Good night.